All right, let's look at a breakdown of our Sun Salutation A, just looking at the poses and the order that they go in. All right, so our first pose is our mountain pose, the most basic pose that we learn standing. So let's just make sure everything's stacked and just flow a little bit here. Inhaling up, exhaling hands to heart. So exhaling hands to heart, let's inhale up and look at our standing forward fold. From here, we lift up halfway. I like to take my hands just underneath my knees, pressing the tailbone back, crown of the head forward. And with an exhale, we bow back in. So this time we're going to take hands to the floor and begin to walk back, keeping our shoulders over our wrists, finding our plank. Now our plank can be on our toes, plank can be on our knees. So just holding and lifting here through the navel. And when we do lower down, if we're already on our knees, then we've already got to start. If we're not, then the first thing we're going to do is drop to our knees. Then we're going to lower down our hips, hug our elbows in, and lower all the way down to the floor. And that will be on an exhale. Then we shrug our shoulder blades together, push into our hips, and without the use of our hands, let's inhale forward and up. Exhaling. Let's take it to child's pose. We could also take this to downward facing dog. So this is an area where you can stay as long as you want. And when you're ready to move on, we inhale looking up at our hands. Exhale, walking our feet up to our hands. Keeping our knees slightly bent, let's inhale all the way back up to our mountain. Exhaling hands to our heart. Where again, we can take a little break before moving on. So we'll just look at this one more time, breaking down the poses, looking at the order. So our first one will be an inhale, extended mountain, exhale, forward fold. And then we'll inhale up halfway and exhale, bowing in. Then we step back to our plank on our hands or our knees. And then on an exhale, we're going to lower knees, hips, chest, shrug everything together, inhale forward and up. Exhale, child's pose or downward dog. Staying here as long as we need to. Inhaling, looking at our hands, and exhaling our feet to our hands. From here, inhaling up, exhaling hands to our heart. So, that's the basics of the particular moves and order of the poses that we use for our Sun Salutation. After you've learned this little bit, then you can move on to the slow version where we hold each of the poses for a few breaths before moving on. And then I also have a faster version of Sun Salutation A, which moves one breath, one movement. So with each inhale and each exhale, we move. So that one is our most advanced option. Make sure you learn the basic poses first, try that slow version, and when you feel ready, take that fast. Also, as far as our Sun Salutations go, they can be a warm-up on their own if you just want a quick warm-up before moving on to some more work, or you can tack this on as like a 1.5 on the Y scale. So Y1, this would be a Y1.5. Do a regular warm-up, tack on a Sun Salutation to really amp it up, all right? So give some of them a shot. I think you'll find them fun. Namaste.